Hola! Time for some calendar content in Espanol. What you're looking at is the document for the days of the week and the months of the year. Starting up at the top, we've got the months of the year. 11 of the 12 months of the year are cognates, which means they're words that look similar and sound similar and in fact have the same meaning. So they're pretty easy to keep track of. The only one of our months of the year that is not a cognate is January, and that's enero. E-N-E-R-O, enero. Now, in the lines that you see here that are blank, I am quite confident that your English is fabulous. You don't need to write the translation in English next to it. What you need to do is practice writing these words in Spanish. So if you would take some time at some point to please write the Spanish words for the months of the year in the lines provided. They are in order. So the very first one you see is enero, that's January. Febrero is February. Marzo is March. Abril is April. Mayo is May. I know it looks like Mayo. It's not Mayo, it's Mayo. Junio is June. Up here we have Julio, which is July. You'll notice for both Julio as well as Junio, we pronounce the J sound as an H sound. So it's Junio and Julio. And then we have Agosto. Those are long O sounds. If you've ever heard a Minnesotan say boat, you probably have heard that O sound. You want to kind of draw that O out a little bit. Agosto. And then Septiembre, Octubre, again with that kind of longer O sound. Noviembre for November, and then Diciembre. So 11 of the 12 are cognates. You can see those here. The only one that's not a cognate is enero, that's January. So you can pause this, you can rewind it if you need to. Definitely practice the pronunciation of those, and especially think about the month that we're in, which is enero, and also think about your birthday month. Which of those is your birthday month, and make sure you know how to say that correctly. The days of the week are a little trickier because there are no cognates. You just got to memorize them. So our days of the week are listed here. This translation here, los días de la semana, means days of the week. And in Spanish-speaking countries, the week begins with Monday, and the days of the week are not capitalized. So you don't have to capitalize them for our purposes. If you did capitalize them, I wouldn't count it wrong or anything, but just be aware that you don't have to. Again, those blank lines are not for you to write the word in English. Your English is fine. It's the Spanish that we want you to practice. So for Monday, you should write lunes here on the line, lunes for Monday. And then for Tuesday, you want to write martes, M-A-R-T-E-S, martes. Wednesday is miércoles, M-I-E with the accent, R-C-O-L-E-S, miércoles. Here is jueves. Again, remember that J sound is silent, just kind of like we have silent E's in English. We don't have silent H's in Spanish, but we do have silent H's a lot of times, and sometimes our J's very much are absent. They're an H sound typically, so you got to watch out for those. Jueves for Thursday, viernes for Friday, and then here Saturday is sábado. Notice there's an accent mark here over that first A. It's sábado. You are going to emphasize that first A where the accent mark is more so than the other ones. And then the last day of the week, Sunday, is domingo, D-O-M-I-N-G-O, domingo. The translation here, hay blank días en una semana. The sentences, there are blank days in 1 week. Hopefully you've got your numbers figured out by now and know that there are 7 days in the week. So the number we want here in Espanol is siete for 7. Okay? So those are your days of the week, months of the year with pronunciation practice. Feel free to use the video. Like I said, you can stop it, you can pause it, you can rewind it. Be sure you go through that pronunciation so you're feeling familiar with how to say those days of the week and months of the year. Again, hopefully the months of the year are going to be easy for you to remember because most of them are cognates. The days of the week you're just going to have to spend some time with and memorize those translations. Flashcards are always helpful. I do have a Quizlet link for both of these items on Quizlet as well, and you're welcome to take a look at that if that's helpful to you. Okay? Hopefully that works for you. Thanks so much. Gracias.